Hello everyone, and welcome back to more awesome Bloons Sea battles on the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying the Bloons Sea battles so far. I am loving it, so I hope you guys are as well. I have seen a few. I am seeing your comments on like some of you guys want to play and stuff like that, and I'm really down to set that up. So like, whenever you have free time, just comment, and I will make sure to read it, because as soon as you comment, I get a notification on my phone, so I will comment. I will know exactly when you comment. So yeah, but we're gonna hop right into it. I'm actually doing a voiceover this time. I don't know why I say actually, because I usually do, but I like to actually have live commentary most of the time. But I was just really tired when I was when I was recording this, so I didn't really want to have tired commentary. But yeah, I have a few awesome games for you guys, and I believe I have two pretty late game videos that I have for you guys later in the week. Because one of you guys suggested that I should have at least one late game every week, so I am really down to do that, and that's something I can actually do. So I've had a late game this week, I believe. I'm not really sure, but I have two late games. So that'd be pretty cool once I upload those. And I am also going to start uploading some other games. For example, like Destiny 2. I know it came out a while ago, but I just did get it, so I will probably be uploading that for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. As well as I was thinking about uploading what was it called? I can't remember what it was called. I really can't. What was it called? Well, apart from that, as you guys can see, he's not really sending me eco. Well, he is going for farms, but I was about to say like my ninja's beating out his 3 dark monkeys, but I'm also sending eco to him, and he's not sending it to me. But this is actually one of the games that I was planning on going late game, but it didn't actually happen. So I can't remember what that game's called. I know it was a strategy game. I just can't remember what it was called. But I did actually change my about section on my YouTube channel. If you guys knew that, like I actually didn't really know that was a thing until I actually made a YouTube channel. But yes, that is a thing. Like if you go to my channel, like the main screen of it, like the main page, then there is an about section, which is really cool, where you can like write. I actually did take a few of his lives here with some yellows, but I thought super monkeys were better than that, by the way. Like with just regular darts, I thought they were a lot better than that, but I guess they weren't. But now that I see he does have a plasma monkey, he's very open to camo rushes. Not so much regular rushes, obviously, because he has a super monkey, but he's really open to camo rushes. So once it gets to around, I believe 13, I do think about rushing him with some regen camo rainbows, I think. So I think I do sell my super monkey and then just buy that. I'm not really sure what I did. Yeah, I did. And then I just went for regen camo rainbows, which are expensive as heck. They are 2.7k for each, which is insane. He does pop down glue, which I thought, okay, that might defend it, but then I realized he only had 3 dart monkeys, so there's no way 3 dart monkeys is going to defend that many balloons. So we do take our first victory, and we're going to hop right over into the second match. Did you guys like that transition? That was pretty cool. So what I've started to do for transitions is I have like when it goes up to the blue screen, then I switch it to the next blue screen of the next game. It's really cool. I thought that was a really smooth transition. But yeah, I do have 3 games in this video for you guys, so hopefully you guys do enjoy them. We actually got the perfect setup here, because I was planning on going late game, and we actually got a farm for a 4th. That's insane. That's so lucky. And we had a farm. So this was like literally the greatest game ever. Because we happened to have a farmer, and when we got a farm for a 4th tower. And this guy started rushing me off the bat, and I was like, oh no, we can't lose this. We have a perfect start. He just went with a wizard, but I don't really like this map. Isn't my favorite, mainly for the reason that like the tracks. I just don't like the tracks at all on this map. It's just they're such short tracks, so it's really difficult to like do anything. So if the opponent actually knew what they were doing, I'm not saying this opponent didn't. I'm just saying, like, for instance, if an opponent didn't know what they were doing um, on this map, then it would be so easy for you to win. Or it'd be so easy for them to win if you didn't know what you're doing. Because the tracks are so short. But I believe I do end up... I throw down a few farms, but I believe I throw down way more than what I actually had. I think I threw down like 5 or 6. I think maybe 6. Did I throw down 6? I think I threw down 6 actually. I was getting really greedy with farms off the start. Because as you can see, he started rushing me with greens, and I was kind of struggling with them. But I still just went with farms. So I knew that I needed to place ninjas sometime because these greens were overwhelming me, and I needed to do something about it. But we do have 6 farms, so we were making a lot of money. We're starting to lose a few lives here, and I'm panicking because I don't want to lose because we have a perfect start. So I just throw down another ninja with double shot and seeking, because honestly, like, seeking is such a good upgrade. Like seeking shurikens, it's such a good upgrade. So like even if you had a even if you had a 1/1 ninja, it's still really good. But you need the seeking because the seeking just makes it so much better. It also we're only a few rounds away from round 13, so I do throw down a ninja so that we can't be rushed by any rainbows. But then we can also get rushed by camo rainbows. So that was something else. There's a lot of things you have to worry about when playing this game. But on his side, he's obviously not making nearly as much money as I am. My farms aren't upgraded that much, but we still have so many farms that we're making a lot of money from them. So I throw out another ninja, and I'm going to get a flash bomb ninja just in case he does decide to rush us with regen camos. Like regen rainbow camos and stuff like that. So that we can't actually be, like, so we can just stop them completely, because flash bomb is really good. For like any type of balloon, it just like stops them for a good few seconds. But he has a terrible defense, so I just decided to rush him with some rainbows, regen rainbows, and we can easily take him out with those. I thought we weren't actually going to for a second, but we did. So moving right into our third game. Wow, bro, those transitions are actually so cool. Let me know if you guys like those transitions too. Like just the blue screen, I think it's pretty cool. But on this map, we actually have a pretty good spot for our wizard. I was gonna go with ninja, but since he's going blue Nico, ninja's not good to start off with. And I do go with the ninja bomb tower wizard as usual, because that's like my favorite strategy. And since it's Bonanza, the only risky thing about choosing this setup in Bonanza, oh my gosh, you guys hear my arm pop? That was crazy. The only bad thing about choosing the setup for Bonanza is that you are very like weak to, like, I was gonna say very weak to late game. Like if the opponent actually had a late game setup, it would be very difficult to beat them. Because the perfect setup for late game and the perfect setup to not get rushed off the beginning would be a Tempest Tornado Wizard and a Super Monkey. That is probably the best setup for like beginning rushes to defend them, because the Tempest Tornado is actually insane. Like I rushed a Tempest Tornado with regen rainbow camos and like a load of them, and he literally stopped all of them. He just kept pushing them back. And then if I would try to rush him with regen rainbows, then which still wouldn't do anything because his Tempest Tornado would just throw him back. His Super Monkey would just annihilate them. So like it's literally the perfect setup. I mean they're probably not the greatest against oh no, they're good against Moabs as well because they're Super Monkeys. So like that's literally such a good setup. It's crazy. So just in case you want to go late game but the opponent keeps rushing you to beat you early on, that's probably the best setup for that, to defend it. I'm also glad I finished the series as well, because after the series finished, I was battling in like the top rooms for medallions, so I could actually get more, and I lost a lot of them. So that's originally why I was kind of planning on doing those transitions, but then I liked them, so I was just kind of like, okay, let's go with it. if that made any sense. It probably didn't. I then threw down a bomb tower so that I could, with balloon impact, so that I could freeze these balloons to not get past. The crazy part is that this setup actually lasts me to like round 20. I mean, obviously he didn't send me any Moabs, so it didn't really affect anything, but still, that was a pretty good setup. And then I do realize we actually are reluctant. Well, we can't pop camos, so I figured out we should probably do that. But he was so busy about worrying about defending himself on his side that he didn't even realize how bad my defense was on my side. So like he could have easily rushed me. But all we're doing is literally just focusing on eco. Because off the start, I knew that he was going with dartling guns, so I thought the best strategy would just be pumping out as much balloons as possible, so we prevented him from actually getting those upgrades on his dartling guns. Because once he got those upgrades on dartling guns, it would be over for me. So the only thing I could do at this point was rush him with a load of ZOMGs at round 24. I would do it around 22, but his defense could definitely take out a ZOMG, I would think. So I would have to rush him with a lot more than just one. And I know I could, but they would be spaced, and I wanted them to be grouped together, so it'd be a lot more difficult to defend. Because I knew that his defense could probably take out a ZOMG. Because he has Bloon Jitsus, he has pretty upgraded dartling guns. The wizard doesn't really do much, obviously, but just in case it did. I just looked at my voice recording, and there's like huge spikes, and I'm not really sure why. I apologize if there was like a huge sound or something that I like caused or something in my background, because I do live really close to a street, like to a very popular street. Actually, very popular intersections. So, like, there's a lot of, obviously, cars, like, what am I trying to say? Fire trucks. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, fire trucks, police cars, anything with loud sirens and stuff. So, I almost have 6,000 eco right now, which, when I was playing this, I didn't even realize how much eco I had until I looked at it, because it was like an insane amount. But like I wanted as much eco as possible so that I could rush him with as many ZOMGs around 24 as humanly possible. I was a little scared about rushing him though, because I was like scared that his defense could actually take it down, because I've used those laser dartling guns before, and they're like actually really like the final upgrade of it is really good against Moabs. So I was a little worried, but I don't know. I just thought it would be my only chance of winning. That, and my mom was making breakfast, so I wanted to kind of beat him as quick as I could, so I didn't have to like end the game or anything. But yeah. So I know some of you guys have a lot of medallions, so I could really use some help. Like because I would love to play with you guys, as I said before. And you guys could like probably really help me on how to on getting more medallions, because I get up to so many. I mean, I already completed the series, so I mean there wasn't like, so I didn't really I was just gonna play off camera to get more medallions because I already completed the series, because you guys didn't ask me to like extend it, so I was like, okay, so we complete the series, let's just go do whatever we want. Well, then I did that and lost all of them. So, because I had like 20,000 and I played in the 10,000s, and then I versed people that had over 1,000,000 medallions and I got wrecked. So, I would love to play with you guys, and like, it's actually better when you guys beat me, because then I can learn off of what I did wrong, which is why I want to play with you guys, because you guys are probably a lot better than I am. So, it would be best to play with people that are better than me, which wouldn't be difficult to find someone that was. It'd be difficult to play someone that was better than me, so that I could actually learn from my mistakes. I did accidentally use the balloon energy, if that's what you call it, but it kind of lined up perfectly. So I just sent out so many ZOMGs, as you guys can see. He did start to severely damage the first ZOMG, so I was getting really worried. Because he already popped the first one, but then I realized that there was so many behind it. But at this point, I have 0 eco. So if he decided to counter rush me at this point, with like literally anything, if he decided to counter rush me with Moabs, he would absolutely obliterate me. Actually, would he? I think he would. I don't think my defense can take out Moabs that easily, especially if they're group Moabs. But he was just so focused on popping them on his side that he didn't even think to counter rush me. But if he did counter rush me, I would have been toast. So, but yeah, so I was really hoping this rush would actually beat him, because my breakfast was almost done at the time. So I really needed to beat him. But yeah, that's that. I actually got Destiny 2 yesterday, and I was about to download it, and I was like, okay, I can make some good videos with this game. But then it said that it takes 80 gigabytes to download, and I have like 10, so I was a little worried at this point that he might take out our Bloons, but it does look like they start to sneak through a bit. Some of them do. So that is going to go ahead and wrap up the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.